The Joint Committee on Administrative Rules will come to order. Would the clerk please take the roll?
Representative Hosma.
Here.
Liberati.
Here.
Carter.
Here.
Beerline.
Here.
Beeler.
Here.
Senators Modno.
Here.
Bayer.
Here.
McMorrow.
Here.
Tice.
Here.
Brunstad.
Here.
Mr. Chair, you have a quorum.
Thank you. The first item is approval of the August 10, 2023 minutes. Representative Carter makes that motion. The minutes are approved. Thank you. We're now going to take up a request from the Department of Health and Human Services to waive the remaining session days for a set of rules for the statewide STEMI system. I invite Mary Brennan, Manager and Regulatory Affairs Officer from MDHHS, to summarize that request.
Mr. Chairman, thank you. Members of JCAR, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, thank you, Ms. Borden. Welcome.
First, I really would like to thank you during what is an incredibly busy time during legislative session, and we really appreciate this session being held with regard to the waiver request. The department is requesting waiver of the remaining 15 session days on this rule set. I do not know exactly how many days are left, but we were given a tentative date when the JCAR package was submitted that it would be December 1st, and not knowing when session was going to end, the request for the waiver had been made. The waiver is requested under two principles here. The first, the department was awarded $2 million in appropriations in order to build a interface with the existing trauma system with the stroke, and we call STEMI, which stands for ST-elevation myocardial infarction rules, and in order to interface the stroke, STEMI, and the trauma system all together, it is our understanding that the appropriations would only be utilized once the administrative rules that explain the responsibilities delineated for the department and for the stakeholders were promulgated. In other words, the administrative rules describe the process of how to do the interfaces and what everyone's responsibilities are to allow us to use those appropriations. The second reason is the stroke rules had passed out of this committee last Wednesday, and they were given the imposed on the Great Seal on Monday. Those rules are fully promulgated. The stroke rules were almost similar in every aspect to the language of the STEMI rules, and in order to move forward with the stroke and STEMI and trauma interface, the STEMI rules needed to be promulgated in addition to the stroke rules that have already been promulgated. The public hearing was held, and for a rule set to this degree, there was no opposition. There were plenty of comments. Public hearing was a very good public hearing. We had 4 subject matter experts that had appeared. For transparency, we had allowed 3 extra days for the public to submit written comment, which was utilized. The public was given the website to the Administrative Rules Division to check the status of the rules, and they had the JCAR package sent over, and as of this morning, neither myself nor the program area have received any complaints with regard to the JCAR package that was submitted. If the waiver is not granted, the department will have to wait till at least March of next year for the rules to be promulgated under new session days in order to begin work on this interface, and we stand the chance of losing the appropriation set aside for this important registry. We therefore respectfully request a waiver of the remaining session days to allow the department to move forward on this critical interface for the health and safety of our Michigan citizens. Again, I want to thank you all for taking the time to hold this hearing, and we are open to any questions or comments. Thank you.
Are there any questions of Ms. Warden or Ms. Brennan? Seeing none, or entertain a motion to waive the remaining session days on rule set number 23-79, the statewide STEMI system. Motion by Senator Voino. Would the clerk please take the roll?
Representatives Hadsma,
Yes.
Liberati.
Yes.
Carter.
Yes.
Beerline.
No.
Beeler.
No.
Senators Bueno,
Yes.
Bayer.
Yes.
McMorro.
Yes.
Tice.
No.
Brunstad.
No.
Mr. Chair, you have 6 yeas, 4 nays. Motion prevails.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies, for coming in this morning. We're next here from Paige Foltz with the Department of Licensing and Regulatory Affairs on that agency's motion request to waive the remaining days on the 3 rule sets dealing with construction zones. Ms. Foltz, welcome.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Chair Hadsma and alternate Chair Bueno. It's nice to see you all. I do also appreciate you guys taking the time to hold committee. We know you are very busy. I'm Paige Foltz, the Director of the Office of Policy and Legislative Affairs at LARA. I come before you today to respectfully ask that you waive 3 rule sets that are currently sitting before JCAR. These are construction codes. The first one would be Part A, Electrical Code, Part 7, Plumbing Code, Mechanical Code, Part 9A. So these rules are outdated, and they need to be updated to make sure that the latest technology and materials are used. In October of 2021, the Michigan Office of the Auditor General found the Bureau of Construction Codes to be behind in the adoption of the current codes. LARA was tasked with updating to the most current editions to meet the compliance for the audit. LARA conducted a lean process improvement project by taking a fresh look at the steps to promulgate rules for these most recent codes and make adjustments to ensure it was not only timely, but still complying with the Administrative Procedures Act. The rules before this committee will bring electrical, plumbing, and mechanical codes up to the current recognized national standards. While each construction code is based on international or national standards, codes are adopted through the rulemaking process. It allows practices specific to Michigan to be included and requirements that are irrelevant on the national standard to be removed based on states' geographical or environmental features. The rules that are updating: the Michigan Electrical Code would be adopting the 2023 edition of the National Electrical Code. Michigan is currently operating under the 2017 edition. As for plumbing, Michigan's code, we would be adopting the 2021 edition of the International Plumbing Code. Michigan is currently operating under the 2018 edition. The last rule set before the committee would be to update Michigan's mechanical code, adopting the 2021 International Mechanical Code. And currently Michigan is operating under the 2015 edition. Thank you for your consideration of the request for waiving these rules. It will help ensure LARA is in compliance with the audit in general, update safety standards to be more modern, and allow latitude for innovation and new technologies. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about one of the 3 rule sets.
Thank you, Ms. Foltz. Are there any questions? Senator McMorro.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And Paige, thank you for being here. I'm going to awkwardly lean over here. This is more just for my information question. Is there a rationale between the differentiation of the use of the 2023 edition of one code versus the 2021 edition of other national codes?
Yeah, so what it is it follows the national or international standards, so they don't always adopt at the exact same time. So even though we're going to be adopting one that's 23 and one that's 21, that would be the most recent code that is available for us to adopt right now. The other standards have not been released yet. As soon as those are released, then our process will start over. Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes, Representative Beerling.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. When did the department make the decision to adopt this code set?
These codes were opened in 2022. So that would be when it was started. And then obviously we were working on it before that and starting the lien process after the audit that our department had to ensure that we started to get things moving quicker within the rulemaking process and code process within Lara. No problem.
Any other questions? Thank you, Ms. Foltz.
Thank you so much.
We do have one card from Matt Miner of the Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Institute. He supports the waiver in relation to 2383. Thank you. We will do this in 3 motions. First, I'll entertain a motion to waive the days on rule set number 23-81, the plumbing code. Representative Liberati makes that motion. Would the clerk please take the roll?
Representatives Hadsma?
Yes.
Liberati?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Beerline?
No.
Beeler?
No.
Senators Waino?
Yes.
Bayer? Yes. McMorro?
Yes.
Tice?
No.
Runestad?
No.
Mr. Chair, you have 6 yeas, 4 nays, motion prevails.
Thanks. Next, I'd entertain a motion to waive the days on rule set number 23-82, the electrical code. Senator Baer makes that motion. Would the clerk please take the roll?
Representatives Hadsma?
Yes.
Liberati?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Beerline?
No.
Beeler?
No.
Senator Waino?
Yes.
Bayer?
Yes.
McMorro?
Yes.
Tice?
No.
Runestad?
No.
Mr. Chair, you have 6 yeas, 4 nays, motion prevails.
I now entertain a motion to waive the days on rule set number 23-83, the mechanical code. Senator McMorro makes that motion. Would the clerk please take the roll?
Representatives Hadsma?
Yes.
Liberati?
Yes.
Carter?
Yes.
Beerline?
No.
Beeler?
No.
Senators Waino?
Yes.
Bayer?
Yes.
McMorro?
Yes.
Tice?
No.
Runestad? Mr. Chair, you have 6 yeas, 4 nays, motion prevails.
There being no further business before this committee, we are adjourned.